Hello, my friend. In this video, we're discussing how to do one-to-one meetings in a way that makes them actually add value. This is a clip from an interview we did with Andrew Freedman, author of Thrive, the Leader's Guide to Building a High-Performance Culture. This is Business Leadership Today. I'm your host, Matt Tenney.
Well, if we get back to number one on this list, not the leadership piece, but the clarity and alignment piece, then that would suggest that maintaining, you talked about this, maintaining and sustaining alignment is critical. And one of the best ways to do that is through one-on-ones. And so if you were my manager, if I, as the individual contributor, have very specific role-based goals, things I need to accomplish in my role, if I have learning and development aims, if I have growth goals, all those things can and should be in a one-on-one. Not all of them in every one-on-one, but as you develop a rhythm and a ritual and a routine, and you say, if I've got one-on-ones on a weekly basis, once a week, our one-on-one could be focused on how am I performing against my most important outcomes in my role. One of the one-on-ones could be about my growth. How am I learning? What am I doing to grow? How am I preparing myself for maybe my next role or a stretch assignment in my current role, right? All growth isn't about vertical ascension. It's not everybody wants to be a manager or be promoted. Some people just want to be really darn good at what they do.
Right.
And then, another piece that oftentimes people miss, Matt, is just the mindset. I often say to folks, one of my favorite phrases is get your head right. Get your head right. You've got to get your head right every day. If your head's not right, you're not going to be as good as you could be for our team, for yourself, for our clients, any of those things. And so it's
what do you mean by that? Getting their head right? You're talking about your team members?
Yeah. So if I'm using myself as the individual contributor again, am I coming to work? Is my head clear? Am I in a good space? Is my mindset positive or productive? Or am I getting distracted? And am I in a little bit of a negative tailspin? Am I thinking about things from a fixed standpoint, like I don't have the resources that I need. I can't do really well in my job. I'm no good at this. I'm not getting the information I need. My boss is not investing in me. Am I in a disempowered and disempowering place? Or am I coming from a growth standpoint, which is there are skills and resources that I need to do better in my job. Here's what I'm going to do to acquire those things. Here's how I'm going to own my own path. Here's how I'm going to take ownership of reducing some of those barriers to my success. And the reality also, Matt, is there's an older saying that's, it's like, work-life balance, technology, COVID, pandemic, hybrid work, call it what you want, some mix and mash of all those things. The lines are so blurred. There is no real separation between work and life. It's really about rhythm and harmony. And when are you going to focus on work? And when are you going to focus more on home? But the two are more intertwined than they ever have. And so I say that to say this. If I've got stuff going on at home that's distracting me, you've got to know that is going to bleed over into impact at work.
Right.
As humans, it's really difficult to compartmentalize this stuff. Oh, and by the way, if I'm struggling at work, don't you think that's going to spill over at home? Of course it is. Right. So I got to understand, or you as my boss in this scenario, you got to understand where my head is. Now, some people listening to this are going to go, Andrew, you're crazy. Are you suggesting I should be a psychologist or a psychiatrist? And my answer to that would be kind of. Yeah, we do need to play a little bit of that role. I'm not saying, there's a place for EAP and for therapy. And I mean, heck, I've been, seeing somebody, I've been in therapy for a number of years. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm super, super proud of it because I am like everybody, I'm a work in progress, man. I got stuff to work out.
Right.
And I've got to focus on that so I can be my very best. One-to-ones, one of the ways to use those is to understand where are your people? How are they actually feeling and doing? And are there things that you can do, including just being a good ear for your people? You don't have to solve everything. Just show them that you care, for goodness sakes. Let them open up to you. That means a lot.
Especially now. Yeah. I think with more and more people being remote, we've already seen it. And I don't see it dissipating. And that's this mental health is degrading. And particularly because of the blending of work and home life, and it's not as much human interaction. Yeah. This is something I'm seeing too. So Your suggestion to be a counselor of sorts doesn't mean you have to fix people's problems, right? It just means you actually have to listen and truly care about what the answer is, right? Is that what you're suggesting here?
It is. There's a phrase we use here, and it's kind of cool. For those of you that follow the NFL, maybe you saw this commercial. For those of you that don't follow the NFL, you still might have seen this commercial, but it's one of their recent campaigns. I'm kind of time stamping this a little bit by mentioning this, but it's like who's got my back is the thing. And so it's like, as you've got all these different high profile players that are on this commercial, who's got my back? And their team is yelling, well, I've got your back. We've got your back. The fans are, we've got your back. It's the point here is we're all one community. We're all one team. We're all in this together. And in the workplace, employees want to know that their colleagues and especially their bosses have their back. When they need them, that they've got their back. And so the question is, do your people, leaders, as you're listening to this, and if you're an individual contributor, you can think about this too. As a leader, do you have your people's back and do they know it? And as an individual contributor, do you feel like your leader has your back? Why or why not? Really, really ask yourself that question. It's important.
We hope you found this video valuable. If you did, please hit that like button so this video can help other people too. We love getting feedback, so please leave a comment below letting us know what you found most helpful in this video. If you'd like to listen to the entire 30-minute interview, please visit businessleadershiptoday.com. The link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to see more videos like this one, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and opt in for notifications. Until next time, I wish you great success building a world-class organization that makes a positive impact in the lives of team members and in our world.